Listen, sometimes you gotta stand against the grain and say what's really the truth. Some people ain't gonna like it, some people gonna run from it. But you know what? We gotta be honest. And sometimes when you can't be honest, you need to be fucking real. This If We Can't Be Honest, Let's Be Fucking Real podcast. All right, and welcome back to another episode. If we can't be honest, let's be fucking real podcast. This your host, Big A. I got my brothers with me. Y'all introduce yourself.
It's even over.
And you got Mr. Tyler Hood. What's going on, y'all?
Nothing much. How y'all brothers doing?
We doing good. I got my little one trying to turn off my mic, man.
Ain't nothing like that parenting.
Nah, we don't parent around here. Cuz.
Oh, y'all parent. So where Kylan at?
I don't know. We don't parent around here, cuz.
Okay, I guess.
Nah, he's actually chilling at the kitchen table on his iPad right now. So.
Oh, okay.
No.
Trying to stay out of trouble.
He traded in his son for that game.
Hey, he just chilling. You damn right.
Well,
good deal.
Well,
anyway, so yeah, he did his homework, took his bath already, so.
He just chilling.
Started.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I was like, well, I had to get y'all back for another episode. And this episode is entitled Protect Black Women. So I know y'all probably heard, what's going on in the world right now currently with the whole situation between Tory and Megan. But, we ain't going to start off with that. But first thing we're going to start off is definitely with the world issues, mainly to the U.S.
Oh.
We ain't going to read. This ain't going to take too long. Everybody, make sure y'all go out and vote. If you ain't registered.
So is it news or is it world issues?
Well, this is a world issue for us, for the people in the U.S. Because, and I think the world too. Because shit, we can't do another 4 years of Trump and Pence. So I think this might just affect the world too. So, but yeah, if you ain't registered to vote, please go get registered and vote. And if you already registered, submit your information so you can get the ballot, so you can do a mail-in, so you don't have to worry about trying to go stand in line. Cause Trump pretty much showing his ass and saying that he don't give a fuck. Your ass ain't voting by mail. I'm like, ain't this a blatant voter suppression? Like,
I think he knows he's gonna lose. I think one of the people that was in his first campaign run with him, the longest lasting person, was a woman. I forget her name. She just told him on Sunday that she was stepping down. She was like, hey, during this time period, it's a lot of drama, and with how the world is right now, I need to focus on my family, so I'm actually stepping down. So it really, when you really look at Trump's support for this upcoming election, all the people that had his back has started bailing out, and that's a sign all in itself. Like his own support that's been saying and preaching his gospel. It's like, I have to step down.
facts. Like these folks jump ship. Like I remember during like the first couple years of his presidency, it's like every other few months somebody jumping ship. And you would think most people who get political jobs, high level political jobs, like that's in their early 20s or early 30s or something like that, they gonna try to hold on to it forever. But these people jumping ship, like, and I guess, like I said, it's better to jump ship now than never then, because I just don't see him having a second term just without all the stuff that's going on and all the uncomfortableness that Americans feeling. But But yeah, we ain't gonna tarry on this shit too long.
I'm glad. So, just real quick, just because you said that, I went to Lebanon, I don't know how you say it, Missouri, a couple weekends ago, and you'd be surprised how much support he has. Going through the boondocks of Missouri and Arkansas, going up through Jonesboro and the butt of Missouri. You'd be surprised how many rebel flags I saw and how many Trump and Pence support flags and whatnot I saw and bumper stickers and all that. He still has the support of the people that are, I would say, less educated. I'll just say that because I don't know what you could possibly support about him. If you listen to any of the Republican convention, he sounds like a complete dumbass. Like every time I listen to him, I'm just like,
I tried to I listened to a little bit.
He would be straight lying.
Yeah, I think the ones like you said he got support. I would say lesser, not educated.
Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it fucking real. It's the fucking racist hillbillies that support him.
That's
it's
what
racist fucking hillbillies because anybody that's, I don't even just say white, but even if you're not black, if you got money and got common sense, you're not finna openly support this dude after all this. It's some people who do, but the ones that, like you said, the ones who really go hard for him, that's just ain't got no kind of concept of, really no intellect.
They don't care. It's less than they ain't got no intellect. They just don't care. They don't care. They openly racist. They openly does not care about anybody but the supremacy of who they are. So they don't have to have money. They don't have to have nothing. If they align with the ideology, they still support them.
But that's stupid on their fucking part. And because my thing is this, he ain't paying y'all bills. Y'all ain't picking yourself up out of poverty. And that's the thing I feel like, if you racist and white and poor, like, why are you trying to hate or, be evil towards anybody else? You in the same goddamn boat as everybody else. You a part of the working class.
You know what? That's the funniest shit though. Isn't that ironic? How can you be a white supremacist but you're like broke as hell? Like that doesn't even make any sense. So just listen. Go back to the Republican National Convention. So Alabama, somebody spoke from Alabama. I think it was the governor or something like that, and he was like talking about the great things Alabama has. You know what this motherfucker said? The Alabama Crimson Tide football team. And then his also the greatest thing about Alabama was that they are the state that has the highest support of President Trump. Now let me tell you something. You want to know what the education rank for Alabama is?
What is it?
Dead last.
Dead last.
50th in education. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying.
Hey, that's facts though. But like you said, it show everywhere else. Like they got the highest support, but they some of the dumbest motherfuckers in the country. Not shouting at, and anybody that's from Alabama, I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm saying. It ain't saying that the state is dumb as shit, but some of the people that's in these head positions don't need to be in this head position. And honestly, I feel like this. Anybody that can co-sign.
No.
He was in
Alabama's. Pretty much everybody in Alabama has got to be goddamn retarded because Alabama and Mississippi have been ranked like 50th through like 48th, 49th for like obesity, childhood pregnancy. Not childhood. Teenage pregnancy. They're literally ranked in like the bottom 3 to 5 of like everything that you don't want to be ranked in every year. It doesn't matter who they vote for because they don't change anything.
I'm just keeping it all the way real.
You should look at some of the campaigns they run. They want to take our guns. What do you mean they want to take it? Why don't they take y'all some goddamn new schools and you get some goddamn education? How about that? Why don't y'all try for like 45 instead of 50? I'm just saying. Jesus Christ.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it real though. It feels like the whole South is just either we educated. Some of us are educated while the whole fucking South is just completely fucking idiots. Because you look at most of the time when we look at the election, most of the South is what? Red.
Honestly, I think it's like a 80-20%. Like for the southern state, like 20% of us actually are either educated, want to be educated, try to be educated, and try to get out. Like that's kind of what it goes with. You get educated and you want to leave, or you find a way to be extremely successful while being here. Or you're doing what everybody else across the world is doing. Then you got the other 80% that just like don't know what they want to do with anything in their life and just kind of go with the motions, and whatever someone tell them, that's what they know. Whatever their education is, whatever words come from somebody else's mouth, and they don't know nothing. So, yeah.
All I'm saying is drive through Mississippi and Alabama and fucking take a look around. You see absolutely nothingness. Nothing. That's why teenage pregnancy is so goddamn high there. There's nothing to do. They drink, they talk day, and then they don't learn shit. And then
you can learn some real good.
He said, no, I'm not even use contraceptives.
Hey. I grew up on a farm in Red Banks, Mississippi every summer. So you can learn some things, I can say. Some hard work, some work ethics.
Oh, hell yeah. Mississippi heat ain't nothing to play with, and sometimes you're going to work your ass to death out there.
Yeah.
My granddad had me out there, too. I was in Tuckwalla, and my granddad...
You know farm in Mississippi?
Yeah.
I know that you grew up in Mississippi because you said summer and not summer. But that's a different story.
Hey. I was just trying to talk a little country right there. But other than that, nah, for real, yeah, a big majority of Mississippi, southern states, just in general, like the mindset, mentality, the morals and ethics, all of that just shot. Now, but there are people still in those states and that try to triumph and grow and learn and evolve as they continue to live. So,
we ain't talking about them. We ain't talking about the people that's actually educated and got some, sense and actually can understand what the fuck going on. We talking about just the dumb, blind motherfuckers that just, this is how it is. This is what I was raised with. It's like, bruh, the moral of the story is, if you're in the South, vote. If you're anywhere else in the U.S., vote. If you ain't registered to vote, get registered. Because honestly, if folks think shit uncomfortable now and shit bad, let them have 4 more years.
Oh man, some of the comments that I've seen about how we can thrive and we can be the best United States that we can if I'm reelected. I'm like, dude, I don't see how you can make this a worse shithole, but I think you can. So let's not.
Hey, Ken, piece of the North Star.
I think you can. So no.
I mean, if you look across the, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, this is part of the Bible Belt. It's a lot of racism, and they like to get on the sympathy. There are a lot of Christians that somehow end up being racist.
I don't even see how you can do.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, the funniest shit would be is on Judgment Day when they die and they walk to a black Jesus, like a black church full of angels. Boy, you gotta understand the level of they gonna be like this. I think I died and went to the wrong heaven. No, this the right. You just ain't welcome.
Hey, it's gonna be funny because they gonna see it and then. In the clouds, each one of the clouds is going to drop off. It's going to be like a box that open up beneath, and it's just going to start falling. They'll be like, "What? That can't be." Yep, you right. That can't.
Peter. Yeah, Peter, go and press the button. Yeah, go ahead. Drop it.
Trump gonna be like this. Hey, I'm the Donald. I made it to heaven. No, you didn't.
He's one of the blacks. He's one of the blacks.
Did you know what I did for the blacks? Jesus, That's when he gonna be satellite.
Yeah, he gonna be like this. He like, hey, like somebody go get Jesus. I need to talk to him for a second. Yo, Jesus, drop out here at the front gate. Tell him I ain't here. Oh, he ain't here right now. It's just,
Jesus.
I just heard him. I just heard him back there.
oh no, that's his daddy. That's his daddy. But I'll take a message for you.
Heaven is closed. Heaven is closed at the moment. Please come back later. Wait a second. I heard everybody behind the gates. It's closed at the moment. Please do not come back. I mean, come back later.
He's like, wait a minute. I just saw Tupac. I know Tupac. Hey, Pac.
The fact that you just said you know Tupac, you gonna see Kanye. My bad. I almost went there. I'm gonna say you gonna guys turn around and see Kanye West. Walk to Kanye West. No.
Ooh, nigga. He gonna got the skin of his teeth. He's like, "This not Kanye. I let you in because you made that dope ass song for me, but you almost failed. You almost didn't make it."
I don't know. Kanye's kind of like, he's kind of bipolar and schizophrenic. Like he might walk out. I don't know.
Yeah, he might would, but he arrogant like that. He's like, I'm too fly for heaven. I'm leaving. Nigga, where you gonna go?
Hey, nah, they should
Back
just
to
play
Earth.
a song. They should play a song Jesus Walks as soon as he come up there. And he gonna be like, yeah, I'm coming in here. Yeah.
Man, Peter hit the button. Oh no, you and that Kardashian. Goodbye.
Oh man, oh that ain't right. You ain't right.
Well, enough bullshitting, but yeah. Everybody listening, if you ain't registered to vote, go vote. Please. Every vote count. And also to the motherfuckers that want to say, oh, I ain't voting for now one of them. Even if you don't vote for them, go vote for the independent. Just exercise your right, because it was our ancestors that bled and died for just the opportunity. So go do the shit. But even then, look at the position we in now. Do you really think not voting for Biden or not voting for Trump? Trust me, if Trump can steal another election and get in, it's gonna get way worse. So please vote.
Hey, honestly, if you are one of these people who don't feel comfortable voting because you don't want to vote for either party, I will give my address. If you send me your vote, blank, just send it to me and I'll fill it out for you. Like I don't care how many people who said you don't feel like voting. Send your stuff my way and I will fill it out for you and then submit it. You don't have to think about it. You did not vote. You didn't vote. I voted on your behalf.
I don't know how that regulate. I don't know how that would regulate once they start counting, but okay.
Hey, it's their names. They social security and everything. They just didn't hit the button.
It's just amazing though. I was like said listening to this man talk.
Well, just send me your social security. I'll take care of the rest.
we here at the podcast, at the Effing Real Podcast, do not condone identity theft, not unless it's the rich and wealthy.
Hey, if you don't want to vote for anybody and you got more than $1 million in your account, do not send it to Tyler. Send it to me. I will vote for you. I'm not for you. I'll vote. Yeah, I'll vote on your behalf. I'll vote on your behalf.
Man.
Now, 6 months later, if you lose money, then that's on Tyler.
We ain't snitching. We all did it. Oh man. Well, let's get into the
whatever they say he did that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Whoever said he did that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get into the main topic. Okay, so the episode is Protect Black Women. And a lot of people kind of been in an uproar since Megan Thee Stallion pretty much let the world know that it was Tory Lanez that shot her. Now, I'm a fan of both of these people's music. I ain't gonna lie, Tory, his last, not this recent album he dropped, but the last album he made, the Chicks Tape #5, that shit was amazing. Like, that shit was good from front to end. Like, that was a good collaboration with the old school artists. Like he had songs with Ashanti, Pretty Ricky. He did music. We did music with Chris Brown. Like that was a good ass album, front to end. I just hate to hear him getting caught up with all this dumb shit because he been one person that I can say for the half of 2020 was real good to him. Like the first half of this year was fucking amazing for him because he just became independent where he left his old record label. He still had that Chicks Tape album, which was still doing good because a lot of people still playing a lot of them songs off of that album. Then he did the quarantine radio shit and, turned that into a whole thing and made a shit ton of money. So just to see or hear him now caught up in something at this level, it is disappointing because it's like, bro, you got so much opportunity and it's like you just throwing it away. And let alone, like I said, attacking a black woman at this point in time, it ain't cool. Nobody support it. It's bullshit. And I just feel like, bro, like he really fucked himself up.
You know what I want to say?
Like he ain't got no. I don't think he gonna have a career.
You said.
What?
Taking a black. I knew what you meant. I'm just saying. But yeah, he didn't really fuck himself up. That was really stupid.
Yeah, and
I don't understand.
Yeah.
And ruin my life. Like I don't understand that.
Yeah. And again, like I said, even if he was upset, bro, like you can just get the car, get in the car, or if you just didn't want to escalate the situation, you could have just got out the car and left. Like honestly, it ain't no reason to attack a woman, not unless your life is in danger and she got equal, firepower or something like that, a knife, a gun or something, and you just gotta, defend yourself. But most time with us being men and being black men, we gonna be crucified if we do anything other than walk away. Cause you know how most people gonna be like, oh, you a pussy, you let her punk you. Can't get away from that. But if you stay in there and fight her, you a bigger bitch now because you fought a female. And I ain't making no excuses for him because like he shouldn't have done this shit. But also, I want to say this to black women. We love y'all. We protect y'all. But also black women, if y'all get any type of notion or feeling that this man might not be the right guy for you or he extra or you just feel like he just, do too much or he egotistical, don't fuck with him. Leave him alone from the jump because I'm pretty sure in some cases you might have got a feeling or there may have been some type of feeling that, oh, he kind of extra or this, that, and the third. But again, that ain't blaming. That's just more of a precaution or just for women, black women and women in general to look out in the future. If you dealing with a dude who seem extra or egotistical or he quick to get angry on some petty punk shit, leave him alone. Period.
So I also want to say that like it's kind of strange that he hasn't been prosecuted. I don't think they've brought charges against him yet from LA. He did get charged with the possession of the gun, of the weapon. But sometimes the court of public opinion is getting judged there is worse than getting judged in the actual court. So
yeah,
I don't know. I thought he was going to get charged with assault with a deadly weapon at least, but I haven't seen anything about that. But he's also been quiet, so he did that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's funny. My wife told me when she talked about the story, she was like, "Well, Megan Thee Stallion is a big woman, and he's real small. He's like maybe 5'2", 5'3". So he said 5'3". Yeah. So pretty much, Megan probably got the best of him in that car, and he couldn't just overpower the woman. And so he just, because at least he did something that is funny. It's funny if you really think about it, because when we say when someone's getting assaulted, why don't you shoot them in the foot? But you never heard of someone really shooting somebody in the foot until now. So she beat his tail. She had to wail on him in that car because he shot her in the foot. Now, I'm not condoning any form of violence. It's just funny to really think about it at this point, that it took Megan Thee Stallion after she just came out with this video WAP. I guess it wasn't that good because you got shot in the foot. My bad. My bad.
This motherfucker here.
Boy, you ain't right. You ain't right, man.
This ain't nothing.
Oh,
Hey,
man,
You
you ain't
done
right.
jumped off the deep end. Oh,
Hey, it couldn't be the best. How she described it. She got shot in the foot, y'all. She got shot in the foot.
hey, that was hilarious what you just said, but the situation ain't funny though. Like, again, it's one of them things. It's like you really nobody can respect that shit because it's a woman. Like at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest, you gotta take some L's, but you know how most dudes is if they got an ego or they got again with him being short as shit, he probably do got a Napoleon complex. Like, she's a beautiful, tall woman. And if she was fucking him up, which, she said that she wasn't fucking him up, like she wasn't fighting him or nothing. But if that happened, he got his ass whooped, that's probably hard for a short nigga to take a L like that. And, and again, I ain't making no excuse for him because that shit wasn't cool. It's just, I just say this with anybody. If you in any situation, relationship, fuck buddies or whatever, if it's an argument, walk away. Especially men. If you were the dude in the situation, walk away because with that, you de-escalate the situation just by not being there. Now, unfortunately, it's some women that because you leave, that amplifies the situation. They just get more hot and more angry. If you're dealing with a woman like that, leave completely. Be done with the relationship because there ain't no common ground at that point. If she get that mad or she can't calm down after maybe an hour, 2 hours of y'all not being in front of each other and she can't calm down and she get more angry and it intensifies, leave her alone. Same for ladies. You dealing with a dude, you walk away, 2 hours later, he's still angry, raising more hell, tearing up shit, leave him alone. Because I hate to see this because, again, I'm a fan of both of them. And then, like I said, he done something that fucked up his whole career. Like, you ain't no really getting around this shit. Like, honestly, I don't see him having another album, let alone people supporting him to this degree. Because the first half of this year, he was on top of the world. The quarantine radio shit was good. His album, he dropped a new album after getting released from his record label. So it's like, shit, you pretty much then pissed all of that away. Like, and it's just like a lot of people on his ass now because it's like a lot of these rappers and female rappers and people like who's that? Remember the white girl singer JoJo from back in the day?
Yeah.
She had a song with him on her album.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't came out and said publicly she taking him off that song. And that was like the one of her hardest songs with him on her album. She re-releasing her album, taking him off. Kalani, she just took him off a single, and that's a fucking single she got out on the radio with him on it. She took him off the song. So he'd have done something that fucked him off. And then you gotta think about it, you a dude. Like, when it comes to your music, you really cater to women. You got a female audience. You got dudes that like your shit, be like, his shit bumping, he's straight. But when it comes to your fan base, that's like women. Like, it's gonna be women supporting you. And for you to do this to another woman, and especially a female artist that's popular, really super popular right now, that a lot of women and men listen to, and you do this shit, like, you pretty much could career suicide yourself. Like, you hiri yourself. You didn't even Russian roulette yourself. Like, you took a rusty katana to your stomach and it didn't even cut you clean. It's just, you just a jagged, just opening yourself up. And it's like, I don't know.
That WAP is inspirational,
Temporary consequences. Well, I'll say this. It's temporary emotions created permanent consequences. He's kind of an idiot for doing all that. I know he's sitting up thinking like, damn, why'd I do that? He's gotta be sitting up there looking like some of the people that kill somebody and go to prison for life and like, man, if I had just walked away, no, it's too late for that. You should have been, be a little more emotionally stable. That's all it is. That's very low emotional IQ.
Yeah. So I just say to men, women, black men, black women, we got to protect our black women because, again, we can't do shit to them and then expect the world to not touch them or do stuff to them. Because again, people might, get mad, but it's just the truth though. Like, other people watch how we interact with us. And if we interacting with us fucking stupid and chaotic and disrespectful and confrontational, we can't expect the next person or the other ethnicity to treat us with any other respect if we don't treat each other with respect. So,
I
again,
mean, you're right. You were exactly right. We do some real stupid shit, but you don't see other genres of music, people getting shot or getting killed, or somebody told them they gotta check in to get into the city. That is some of the stupidest shit. I don't understand that. That stuff is just, it's like childish, man. You don't see that in other genres. You ain't seen Taylor Swift can't get into Dallas because she ain't checking with Duro or some shit like that. Or she ain't checking with
she got.
Bun. Well, I know Bun B's in Houston, but I can't think of any Dallas artists right now. But you don't see these other artists gotta check in and do all this other stuff or getting shot at. I mean, look at how many different artists have been killed just this year, and we've been in quarantine for most of the year. Like, that's crazy.
Yep. Yeah. And then, the crazy thing is that lead into another segue. You kind of segue into the next topic. Honestly, it deals with a lot of jealousy. A lot of jealousy. Unfortunately, it's a lot of jealousy towards women, black women, because it's some black men. Because let's be honest, this been the year of female rap. Like, it's been a few dudes that's on top, but it's been mostly the black women that's dominating the music industry right now. That's got shit out, and you like, damn, like, you look up this female artist every other day putting out music. And I think a lot of some of these men and male, musicians and rappers probably getting sick of that shit or angry or envious of it. But I think a lot of this shit, unfortunately, deals with just not having the concept of brotherhood, sisterhood, camaraderie, and jealousy. It's like, unfortunately, it's like we learn jealousy too well. It's like that shit is just too innate and ingrained. And that's one thing to be competitive, or you see your friends or brothers or people doing good, and it motivates you to go hard and to, I don't say want to keep up, but you want to be on par. But you never should be jealous of a person or be envious of the shit that they got, because you don't know what they got to do to get it or what they got to do to maintain it. And that go into the segue because I don't know if y'all done watched the show, Sweetie Pie's show that was on TV a couple years ago. Pretty much the lady who owned the restaurant Sweetie Pie, it came out that they said her son supposedly had a murder for hire situation that actually resulted in her grandson getting killed. And this is his nephew. And come to find out, like, this is his brother's son who died like 20 some years ago. And it's like, it's sad, just the concept, like I said, what would make you want to hurt your own nephew? That's like, like I said, we all friends and we consider each other brothers. If one of us had a son or one of us passed away, we would want to make sure that we at least be like, I'm always make sure to check in and see how he doing, because his father was like a brother to me. So I want to make sure that he always know he got love, or if he needs something, he can reach out. But it's like, for you to have the concept where you jealous or money hungry that you kill your own fucking family. Like, I understand, sometimes it's the ones closest to you that can fuck you over the worst, but it's like, God damn, like, like a concept of I'm finna hire somebody to knock one of my family members off. Like, that's some cold-blooded shit to the heart. And I'm like, and it's like, it's rooted from jealousy. It's like either the money aspect of it, just like greed and just jealousy. But it's like, God damn, like, nigga got that much hate in the heart to do some shit like that?
Dude just wanted the money. He wanted the money. I read about that story, and he put out that hit because he knew how much this might be a life lesson for a lot of people. Don't share, please don't share your life insurance information with other people. Like, don't share it. Don't share the social. Don't share a lot of information. that is very private, because in this case, or in many cases, there have been people who went out and done things specifically to the individual because they know of like a life insurance policy that's put on them, and they want the money. If it's about the money, they want the money. They want the money behind it, and if they can make it seem like it's a justifiable cause and they had nothing to do with it, they're awarded that money off your life being gone.
Yeah, greed and jealousy is that shit's ridiculous.
Yeah,
because like, now that you said it, it made me think.
That's I actually heard some. I actually heard some over the weekend where somebody was talking about, I don't want to be with anybody that is motivated by money, because that means for a certain price you'll cross me or betray me. True. And I thought about that, and I was like, that's kind of real. Like, if money is your biggest motivator in doing anything, somebody can offer you some money and you got me killed. And I never thought of it like that before, but then after I started thinking, I was like, man, it's kind of messed up. Like, you would think somebody wouldn't do you like that. This man had his nephew killed for I think it was like $450,000, something like that. In the grand scheme of things, it's not even that much money. Let's just be real. Like, that's nothing. That's some people.
That's a house. Like, that's a house.
A few years' salary. So that's like, oh wow, you got a house. In some places, that's not even a house.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen a mansion.
What did he really get out of that? What did he get out of that?
It's sad because, like I said, you done devastated your family.
I don't know. It's just.
It's stupid. It's stupid. It's greed. It's
jealousy.
It's jealousy. It's a whole bunch of deadly sins, deadly emotions that put it together, because to kill a family member for money, and 400, like you said, 400,000, 450,000. That's not a lot of money in the grand scheme of things. In the grand scheme of your life, if you haven't done anything, if you never worked hard to gain anything, maybe $450,000 seems like a lot to you.
Yeah, it's a lot of money if you ain't never really had shit. But like you said, if in the grand scheme of things, $450,000 can get you one or two things. Really, a couple things if you're smart about it. You can definitely get you a decent house depending on where you live at. You can get you a car. And again, it's your mindset, because if I had $450,000, I'm paying off student debt. That's the first thing. Sally Mae get their fucking money in chunk deuces. And then the rest, house. That's it. But
house paid off. Get the house, get it paid off, and then have leftover to go ahead and not have to worry about other things, but just to kill somebody. That's what I say. Keep that information very private, because when someone knows that you got a life insurance policy, and don't be very cautious as to if you talk to like a family member and they're like, you know what, I just want to make sure that everything's okay if something would have happened to you, cause like we like brothers, but y'all don't really talk that much, but they talking to you like that. Like, hey, let's go ahead and make sure if anything ever happened, let's get a life insurance policy, because you can get life insurance policy taken out for your family members, friend, for anybody that you really want. If they come to you and they are offering to take out a life insurance policy on you, and they don't really have any justifiable cause and long-term relationship with you, don't do it, because they're plotting.
Yeah, be cautious. Yeah, it's just like I said.
I tell my wife I'm only worth like $10,000. She ain't got no reason to kill me,
Well, you were more alive than dead. You're like, hey, I can bring home.
Yeah. Hey, don't kill me. Right?
No, don't kill me.
I don't know. I
go to work. I go to work.
You sound like I go to work. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. It might be somebody out there that'll knock me off for a Twinkie and some apple juice. I don't know. You just gotta be cautious. You gotta watch out. For real.
Twinkie in the apple
Hey,
juice?
yes, niggas in jail have lost their lives for a Twinkie soap.
I watched it. I watched enough Snapped and all kind of other shows like that where I've seen people kill their spouse for pretty not like $50,000. Man, I've seen some real cheap shit.
I'm gonna be honest. The worst shit that I seen. The worst shit I seen in one story was a black dude killed his mama for the life insurance policy. Funky ass guy, like maybe $150,000. He killed his mom, then spent the money trying to flash and be a rapper. Right now, his ass is doing a life sentence in prison for that shit.
Oh yeah,
which his funky ass deserve. Because like I said, you killed your mama, your mama.
Hey, let's for anybody who's thinking about doing it across the world that literally listen to us. Anytime someone dies and insurance money is awarded, you should know they're going to do an investigation into that death unless it's of old age.
A thorough investigation.
If they died before, not of old age or of some serious illness they already had and it was documented before you got the life insurance policy out on them. Like if they gonna do a thorough, if they find out anything, they will track you down and they will get you. So yeah, don't think about it. Just it's not worth it. I don't care if you hate him, you've been married to him for a long time, you'd rather just go ahead. Y'all know he got $1 million life insurance policy and you want to end the marriage. Did you get a prenup? If you didn't, go ahead. Just divorce him. Divorce him. Don't kill him. Divorce him. You get your money.
That's real shit. And don't be watching the ID channel and shit neither, trying to forensic your way out of this murder. I'm gonna make the perfect crime. I'm gonna make this shit happen. Because I know somebody gonna try to do that shit. Watch. Some dumb motherfucker gonna be thinking about trying to do it. Well, I've been watching Forensic Files and the ID channel, and I know not to wear certain shoes and wear gloves.
Hey.
That's the reason why I watch this shit, because it's like, bro, that shit like default. It's somebody out here studying this shit.
Also, by the way, I know y'all are thinking, well, what if they can't find the body? If they cannot find the body to make sure that you have died, then there's also a 5-year waiting period before they pay out the money. So now you got to wait 5 years to try and get away with that crime for 5 years. Just stupid. You're not gonna get away with it. Mm-hmm. What? One in 500 get away? You think you smarter than 49 other people? Probably not. I'm just saying. You don't got the perfect crime.
Hold on.
Nah. Most of y'all think y'all might be thinking to yourselves, I'm very bright. I get away with it, and retrospectively, after you do it and get caught. Between this time period, watch the series You. Watch You. You are probably that guy off of You. He kept making mistakes, but he thought he was good at it. He very calculated, but kept making mistakes, leaving DNA everywhere and everything. So that's gonna be you. That's gonna be you in jail, retrospectively thinking. Yeah.
Yep. And also wanted to give this is somewhat good news, but it's one of them things. It's like, why the fuck it takes so long? But even then, it's like the issue not resolved. So Michigan now has to pay the people of Flint $600 million due to the water crisis. So everybody who got sick or got some type of ailment or condition, Flint gotta pay $600 million, which I ain't gonna say it's a good thing. It's like, fix the water, fix the issue. Like, don't just throw money at it. Take some money, fix the system, and then also, provide people reparations so they can get treatment or, some type of rehabilitation. Because I'm pretty sure having any type of illness that's coming from lead poisoning is gonna be something lifetime, if not, fatal.
Hold on.
No, something like that pisses me off. How the fuck can we be in the United States and somebody doesn't have clean water? How can you not fix that? Like, that doesn't even make any sense.
Well, you know, when our president, our orange in chief, is worried about banning fucking TikTok, this kind of shit happens. But this shit was going on way before he even got in office. So, but the corruption, man, I don't know.
What? I was going to say, it's a state problem. It's a state problem. You can't even blame it on Trump. I mean, this was going on when Obama was in. I think during his first term. They've had dirty water for like what 6, 7, 8 years maybe. Like that's ridiculous. We worry about all this other like stupid shit. We don't fix the problems that are presented. There's no reason they should not have clean. And then they got to pay money to have dirty water. Why am I paying money to the water company there for dirty water? That doesn't even make any sense. I'm paying for something that is killing me. You are paying to kill yourself.
Yeah. Welcome to America.
Just baffles me. Well, all this money in this country and we can't fix somebody's water.
Yeah, and that poses to a bigger issue because where is the state priorities and the federal priorities? Because I would have just said if I was a politician or governor and getting wind of that shit, we need to fix this shit now. This is an embarrassment for the whole fucking state, let alone the country.
So I was over here while y'all was talking. So you said that the people of Flint, Michigan are being awarded $600 million.
Well, that's what they said. The Michigan is supposed to pay out to the victims of the Flint water crisis.
To the victims of the Flint water crisis. So that's pretty much everybody in that population, correct? In 2018, the Flint population was 95,943 people in 2018. So that 600 million divided by each person, just saying the population, divided by each person comes out to be $6,253.71. Each person will get $6,253.71. If you paid that out to every person, you managed to pay a person $6,000.
Which ain't shit compared to whatever treatment they got or medicine they gotta take for the rest of their life, or So yeah, like I said, it ain't a good story. It really ain't a good story. It's just like, okay, they just trying to.
It sounds good. It sounds good. It's not good when you say 600 million to the people.
Hell, I bet you part of that's going to lawyers too.
Yeah, probably. If they ain't deciding to do a pro bono.
Still 6,000. You just gave them. That's
not even enough for a funeral.
Yeah, you gave them the stimulus if you have kids plus 2,000. Like the first stimulus.
Give you just enough to piss you off.
Yeah, just enough to piss you off.
Just enough to piss you off, man. Well, I hope that, like I said, my prayers and thoughts are with the families and people of Flint. That shit ain't right. And, again, they deserve to have clean drinking water because shit, everybody else got semi-clean drinking water. It's a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess throughout state, federal. It's just this country ass backwards, unfortunately. Like, it's like the wealthy and the few wealthy people get taken care of while the working class is pretty much left to fend for their goddamn self. And it's unfair. It's just unfair. It's grossly unfair. And, you can talk all that, pull yourself by your own bootstrap bullshit, but when something systematically is set up to make it where, you ain't got no boots to pull up.
Yeah. Every time we talk about these things, it kind of remind you of, like, I understand why UK and Canada don't want us coming over there.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie though, and it really depends on how bad this shit is. If Trump get in office again, I'm seriously gonna look into moving to either Canada or Africa.
They don't want us. Canada don't want us at this moment. Like they tell no, y'all go back over there. Go back over there. You can't. You're not allowed. Go back over there.
Yeah, and it's fucking terrible because it's like he represents the country. Like I ain't gonna say represents the people because he don't represent me and my fucking interests. But he's the face of America, and at this point, we look stupid. We a fucking clown.
We are the entertainment of the world,
and not good entertainment at that. This is a fucking smut film shit show of a show.
He just made something up at that point. Yeah.
Fucking like a fucking just a snut movie.
This is like a low budgeted like indie film that somebody just decided to pull out their camera that they had in their closet for a long time and say, let's shoot it, action. You doing all your own stunts. We can't afford to buy nothing.
Bruh. I swear.
I don't think we got this fancy camera.
I swear. No audio at that. No good audio, no special effects, nothing. This is a raw ass camera. Man.
I think Tyler's making noodles.
Hey.
No, I'm making Swiss miss for my boy.
Oh, look at that. He is a father.
Then I'm finna cook this crack up. But that's another story.
I see you've been watching Snowfall again, haven't you?
It's a soda water hot. I'm trying to remember the recipe.
That's something we're gonna have to talk off the podcast. We can't give him trying to make this come up.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say I add a little brown sugar to mine. You know, give him that extra. Give him that extra.
Hey,
that's a good crack, Daddy.
Hey. I'm the businessman of the group, so let's go ahead and say, if y'all got a good enough recipe and you mix it into something that's actually sellable and edible, then let's make a nice little IPO.
Hey, real talk, I've been thinking about that shit though. Like, what's the best way to become a legal drug dealer? You create your own farm and sell the raw materials to fucking pharmaceutical company. Think about it. You have like your own weed farm and cocaine farm, and you just directly move that shit to pharmaceuticals. Shit, you legally are a drug dealer, and the government really can't. I ain't gonna say they can't touch you because they're gonna find a way to touch your ass. But if you sell into pharmaceuticals, like this is your clientele. Technically, all I am is a farmer selling my ingredients to a pharmaceutical company.
That's funny because I was actually just watching Narcos again, like actually a couple of days ago, and that just made me think of that.
Right, for real. I've been watching. I watch all of Snowfall. Like that show is. When you get a chance, go on Hulu and watch it. That shit is. I ain't gonna lie. For that to be one of John Singleton's last thing he did before he died, masterpiece. Like that shit's so good. Like
my favorite show was what was it? I think it was Snow on the Bluff. Did y'all ever see that?
Oh, you mean on Netflix?
Yeah, that was the funniest shit.
I seen a little bit of it, but I never could get into it.
Snow on the Bluff was it was ignorant.
Well, we're gonna have to keep that for the recommendations. You got to bring that back up. We're gonna get into the segue into the bullshit topics. Okay. So y'all know Dave Chappelle, right? Y'all know Dave Chappelle, right?
Yeah.
So Dave Chappelle, this man.
Wait for us to respond? Okay.
Dave Chappelle, he not just a comedian. This man is a prophet. Cause this man, all these years ago, I think what Chappelle show about 15, almost 20 some years old now, getting close to it.
Yeah.
His first episode of the Chappelle Show. If a lot of folks don't know it, episode 1 was the legendary episode about Clayton Bigsby, the pop copy and Clayton Bigsby episode. And pretty much the Clayton Bigsby episode, and just a quick synopsis, is about a black white supremacist Klansman. And fast forward to 2020, we have Daniel, the real Clayton Bigsby Sims. This is a black man that is a part of the Sons of the Confederacy Veterans organization. This is a black man that is for the Confederate flag. And they interviewed this man, and if he don't sound like dipped in chocolate, inside's minty fresh, this nigga is Clayton Bigsby to his motherfucking heart. So I got one question. Either he got programmed early in life from watching that episode, or goddamn Dave Chappelle is a fucking prophet. Because this man prophesied this shit. We took it as a joke. Here comes Daniel Sim, the real Clayton Bigsby. And I'm talking about he up here talking. He's like, that Confederate flag ain't done nothing to nobody. My granddad, he was a part of the Confederacy. He said, you know, that statue is nothing gonna do nothing. I'm like, you hear this man talk. You're like,
he said that statue is not racist.
Yeah, the man was upset. These folks trying to put this shit in a museum. Me personally, anything that's dealing with slavery or any type of anti-oppression, you need to get rid of that shit. Because for one, just like we, you know, when it comes to the Holocaust, ain't nobody selling Nazi flags in the U.S. That shit ain't allowed here. Anything that's dealing with any Nazism, that shit is illegal and outlawed. But yet the Confederate flag, that shit is everywhere. And, you know, the fact that he up here pretty much expressing his full, like, this is a part of our heritage. This is, you know, my granddaddy. I'm like, bruh, like.
The sad part is, dudes, like, well, I was adopted when I was young, and all my relatives were white. My granddad is white. I went to an all-white school where I went to an all-white community. I'm like, so they didn't pick on you at all? Like, come on, wait a second. So none of them ever said anything to you about.
That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers must have been blind like Clayton Bigsby. He the real Clayton Bigsby. Cause how the fuck?
I'm just laughing. I'm covering my mouth laughing the whole time. This is like, what?
I was like, wait a second. Like, so no one ever said no one did no funny joke about how dark you were at night, that they only see your teeth or something. Like, bruh, you know them old jokes. Like,
bro, yeah, them old granddaddy racist ass jokes. Asking you, can you jump real high and give me that, boy? You did that kind of shit. And it's like, bruh, it's just it blows my mind though that he got that much love in his heart for the Confederate. I'm like, bruh, if we fast forward this bitch 200 plus years, if we had a time machine and dropped you off back when the Confederate War, the Civil War was going on, you really think you'd be like, I'm gonna fight for the Confederates? My granddaddy. Shut up, man.
They look at him like, wait a second, where you come from? You can't be in supportive. You can't support us. I'm like, yes, I can. My granddaddy fought in that war. Your granddaddy slept with one of them nigga women. Like, they gonna turn
exactly. And it's just like, it blows my mind. And it's just like, bruh, this shit can't be real, bruh. Like, this nigga the real Clayton Bigsby. Now we finna get the Uncle Ruckus. I'm just waiting for the Uncle Ruckus at this point.
Hey, whenever Uncle Ruckus come on, just to bring the whole Boondocks cast. I just want to find the whole Boondocks cast at that point.
Bruh, like, this shit, 2020 is, and the year ain't over. We still got 4 months in this bitch. Like, I'm just waiting for, I'm not, you know who else I don't want to see, but I feel like he on the horizon is motherfucking General Stinkmeaner. Stinkmeaner gonna pop the fuck up somewhere and gonna go viral, and then we gonna be like, bruh, Aaron McGregor is a prophet too. Like, after this shit, it's like, bruh, these men they just letting us know. We thinking it's entertainment. They telling us what's on the horizon. I just had to share that because that shit blew my mind. It's like, Clayton fucking Bigsby is alive. Now, this is another serious topic, but we're gonna try to just kind of get through this because this shit just kind of it's like I ain't gonna say it nerved me, but it was just kind of like okay. Pretty much a young lady named Celine Powell. Pretty much she went on some podcast called the No Jumper podcast and pretty much said that, pretty much that Trey Songz pissed on her and she took seven.
It was her friend. It was her friend.
Her friend. Okay, her friend girl got pissed on Trey Songz. Trey Songz pissed on her.
It wasn't Selena. It was her friend. Yeah, I forget her friend's name.
Okay, well, her friend had to say "I" for Trey Songz, and Selena was talking about how she took 7 dicks, like it was 7 dicks and no separation, and she was just so proud and talking about it. And I'm like, bro, I'm tripping. Like, okay, I know we talk about the women, the ladies on the last episode talk about female empowerment. But it's like, okay, is this a part of female empowerment? Because this sounds like some old school, let's call the boys, let's run a train, squeeze on my nuts, lick on my butt kind of scenario. I'm like, and she just happy, she proud of that shit. She just, I was getting fucked, and, I just took 7, so I'm like.
She just like that bukkake though. Everybody got their own little thing.
She real deal said she was getting smashed, and then 7 dudes from the Phoenix Suns came in and she sucked off all 7 of them and swallowed all of them. For one, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of jaw she has, because god damn, that is amazing.
But she's a great multitasker because that take a lot of talent.
The stamina. She has the stamina of Seabiscuit. I don't know, man.
Bruh, that shit was.
Oh man,
that shit is crazy to hear some shit like that and be like, I'm
sorry, the song WAP just keeps staying in my head whenever we talk about this.
No, that ain't no WAP at this point. She
was empowered. She was
that's some slop.
she said,
that's some old fashioned, bro. That is some old fashioned gangbang, beat down kind of scenario. And I'm just saying, that's one of them things. Like, if that happened to you and you did it and you enjoyed it, don't say that shit out loud. Cause I'm like, and then the fact that she put motherfuckers on Front Street. Now that's the one thing I would be like, if you out here doing the whole shit, don't try to destroy people's lives and stuff. Now, I do also agree on the man part. If you a man and you married or got a girl, you can't be out here fucking with these different women like that. You gotta keep your dick in your pants. And just like we're gonna hold the women accountable, we gotta hold the man accountable. Trey Songz, if he did do anything with these females and he had a lady friend, he don't need to be doing that shit. And then too, she had also emphasized that he pretty much kind of kidnapped her or some shit, kind of indirectly, but I feel like this. If he doing that shit, he need to be.
Bro, you should. Did you see the text messages?
Nah,
did you see the text messages that they sent between each other? Bro, she called him and she said, let me come over and suck your D. I'm on my period. I can't do anything else. And she's like, I'll lick your ass or something like that. I was like, what? I was like, bro, this is like the nastiest shit ever, bro.
I'm just saying, anytime.
And then I saw that her dad took her off of like, I think she's supposed to inherit some sort of money or something like that. I can't even remember what it was. But anyway, he was disappointed to say the least. And they're like some Mormon something.
She was trying to get some
Mormon money. Something that he took her off of. It was like 130. Hey, I feel like she had some kind of childhood trauma or something. There's no reason you should just be like that. That just shows you have no self-respect, bro. I don't know. I mean, I've seen some things in my day and some stuff, but good Lord.
The question is, was she getting paid for the 7 that came? Because
no,
Yeah, she was doing it for free.
Didn't get she got paid. She got paid in loads. That's what she got paid in.
And the fact that she said that the term she used was like, yeah, let's get lit. I'm like, first of all, we can't even use this term no more. Because she did forever tainted that shit. I can't even say let's get lit. Because in her lit and my lit is two different things. Because she's like, oh yeah, let's get lit. Like, bitch, what you mean? Bitch, that's a trade.
No, from now on, I'm just gonna say let's just have a good time. Let's have a good time.
Good old days. Let's have a good time. Let's enjoy each other. Let's
enjoy each other's company.
That shit. That's crazy. It's like, okay.
I heard if you say lit 3 times in the mirror, the Phoenix Suns will show up to your house with their meat out.
See.
Lit. No.
Just. Oh man, no.
Bro, that shit was crazy. I'm like,
I want to just know what she was thinking. I just want to know what she was thinking at the moment when it happened, after it happened, and did she think she gonna be able to do it again after she like said who did it?
Bro, I'm like, bro, you would think shit like that revolves with like somebody being drugged or shit like that. And if it's that kind of shit, that's a whole different topic. That's a whole different fucking scenario. But she seemed like she was just aware of what the fuck was going on. Like, she didn't make it seem like, oh, I was drinking with this dude and then I just somehow ended up, and then I don't have no recollection. I just kind of remember having 7 dicks in my mouth. Like,
she didn't say she was drinking, but like I feel like you kind of. She had been drinking off. To be doing all that, man.
But see, with shit like that, that's another thing that I said we're gonna have to get some women, top females on the show to discuss this. But see, this is the part I have a problem with, because like when you do shit like that, you can then turn the table and weaponize that shit. Because my thing is this: all she gotta say is that, oh, I was drinking, and things kind of went, kind of sideways that I wasn't expecting. Now you turning this shit into something else that it wasn't, versus you just being down for the get down.
Hey, my question is, did you look at him in his face as you did it? And did you say his name? Because if you did those two things, you were aware enough while drinking that you know what you were doing.
I'm being honest, like, I'm also like, the dudes, bro, how the fuck can you do that? Like, it's like that's some weird shit.
Hey, some dudes into the whole being comfortable around another dude with their stuff out. That's weird. That's weird.
That's some weird.
I want you talking to me while I'm pissing. That's weird. That's happened. That has happened. I had one man talk to me. He had looked at me. Hey, how your day going? We stand at the stall pissing, man. No, don't talk to me. I don't care. No, this is not the time to have a couple.
Like, bro, you done violated the bro code. Like, we about to take your ass to the tribunal. Like, you don't talk to me while we in the bathroom. We talk outside the bathroom. Yeah. And make sure you wash your hands, you nasty bastard.
I think all of them are trifling, because the only person who's not trifling is the one that went first. Because all 6 of the other ones.
Well, from what she made it seem like, it looked like it was a total of 8 niggas, because she said she was getting smashed, and then 7 more came in.
So whoever goes first was the lucky one.
Yeah, the first one. He's like, the first one who went. He's the most innocent out of this whole story. Everybody else is fucking just on some weird shit.
This story get way, way worse if it comes out later that any of those people had a sexual transmitted disease, because she just passed it around like a hotcake.
They got COVID.
They got COVID?
Hey, real shit, like, bro, especially now with how the shit we dealing with. Hey, I don't even want to go to the grocery store, let alone be in a room with like 7, 8 other people. Fuck no. That is some freaky deaky shit. Like, it's okay if you want to be freaky. That ain't everybody kind of freaky. Like, that is some, okay, you want some next level shit, because That was just to hear her say that, and then the fact
maybe she thought that was her debut.
For what? A fucking smut film, a bukkake film?
Hey, we all like we like what we like, man. I'm just sorry. We like what we like.
Okay.
But she's a nasty skank, man. She's a freak, nasty, dirty, filthy woman, man. She's the man. Ugh. I mean, golly, man. She's just. Whew.
I'm just saying. I know you can't judge a person for the bodies that they have, but it's like, god damn, like, shit. If you get me, you gonna have to marry a motherfucker that can't read, see, or write. God damn it, he can't even hear or talk. You got to shit for real.
The next person she kiss, hopefully watches this video afterwards, just to be tortured, just on the inside, just to find out, like research her, Google her, Google her.
That kind of shit to make a motherfucker jump off a fucking roof. He find out some shit like that. He like,
give her a good smooch, give her a good kiss, then Google her. Go on that first date, think she's a wholesome girl. Go ahead, kiss her.
Fuck no.
Then Google her afterwards just to make sure that she was wholesome, and you're gonna find out how wholesome she is.
Man, that kind, yeah, you're gonna find out how real wholesome she is, and you're gonna fucking be fucking furious.
She wholesome, all right.
You're gonna probably drink bleach to gargle and gonna drink bleach for mouthwash, and then you're gonna just be up out of here because shit.
That didn't tell me not to listen to my friends who said she supported Trump, and we went out on a date.
She's doing it basically.
Real shit. That was like, man, nah. Well, shit. Let's get into. Well, this is another. I ain't gonna say this is a bullshit story, but this is one of them things that I wasn't finna fucking do. Pretty much, like I said, AMC and all the movie theaters, well, AMC mostly, was doing that 15-cent special. Did anybody we know and love take advantage of that shit? Because I know I didn't.
No. I mean, right now, what is good for the family? Since we said the story and lit, I don't want to use that word. What's good for the family? If you can go to a drive-thru, go to a drive-thru, that's fire. You can watch a movie as a family. They got specials going on. You can watch movies, but you're collective with the people you already came with. You're good. You're safe. You're healthy. Don't go to a movie theater right now unless you like literally the only person in the theater. Like the moment you pay for it, before you pay, they should allow you to walk in, look, and see if there's more than one person in there. If there's more than one person, then I'm like, no, I'm not paying for that.
But I just thought that was not a smart thing for anybody to do because, like I said, 15 cents. It seemed like a good idea, but it's like, bro, do you know how many people gonna try to jump on that shit? And then let's be honest, the movie theater is expensive. Just taking a man and a woman out, let alone children, that shit get expensive real quick. But it's like, bro, ain't nobody, and then it ain't enough good movies out right now to even be talking about.
It's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it at all. Like 50, I don't care if it is 15 cents. That seems like a good way to like
you die
be around a whole bunch of people. Are they gonna space people out?
I'm pretty sure they is, but you gotta think about the upkeep of that. They space people out, but people eating, people got drinks, people might fucking cough, and then depending on what movie theater you go to, you might go to the one of the movie theaters that's got the cloth seats and ain't got the leather seats, and then you gotta think about shit. If you get people in there and it's half capacity, you still gotta clean every seat, sweep up. You gotta literally clean every fucking surface of that place.
Exactly.
So it's not worth it. It's too much work to do. And it's like you're gonna have every movie theater open because you're gonna try to accommodate where everybody can see what movie they want to see. But even then, it's half capacity. Well, hopefully it's half capacity because shit, I don't know. They might have had it full capacity. But I wasn't finna put myself in that kind of harm's way.
Sense though, you're not even making a profit.
They doing it just to get people, trying to get motherfuckers motivated to come to the movies. Because only movie that's coming out that's next week, well, not even next week, this week, is the New Mutants movie, which I would love to see it. But I ain't finna go to a fucking movie theater to see it. Like, if that shit ain't on demand where I can just go on Vudu and watch it and pay for it, I'm not finna go spend the money going to a movie theater. Like, it's just too risky. Like, unfortunately, COVID has made everybody paranoid. Like, you just can't do normal shit like that right now.
Yeah.
But people gonna do what they want, because that, again, this go back to what we were saying earlier, greed. These companies don't give a fuck. They will literally put people lives on the fucking line to get a profit.
Yeah. Just so they can get some normality back. But it's not normal no more.
No.
Normality is gone. This is the new normal, where everybody's talking and viewing, doing stuff from a camera. You're not in person no more.
Yeah, because just think if we was able to go into an actual studio and do the podcast, like, that shit would be ridiculous.
Yeah, nah, we good. We can stay chilling and do what we need to do. So, people, if you are going to go out and to the movie theater, just be a Trump supporter. Just be a Trump supporter. Go then. I support your decision at that point. I support.
And real shit though, if you got a drive through, because I ain't gonna lie, a drive through would boom right now, because, you know, especially because, you know, like you said, you in your car. And then, like I said, shit, the great thing about drive through shit, you can bring all your snacks and food in the car. You can go to the Dollar Tree, wherever, and load up and be straight.
Go to Dollar Tree, go to a Sonic's, go somewhere, get you a nice little McFlurry. They still got McFlurries at McDonald's.
Nah, that fucking machine be down all the time. Fuck that.
You really got mad about that. I had to
ask. I get mad about that. I'm a fat nigga from Memphis. I love McFlurry. But every time I go to a McDonald's, it's the same fucking excuse. Oh, our machine is down. Your machine always down. Oh, we turn it down.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, when is it not ever down? Like, it's kind of ridiculous, honestly.
It's always I haven't been to McDonald's in 7 years. It's been about 7 years.
Don't eat it. That shit poison.
Yeah, it's been like 7 years since I've been to McDonald's. That's why I asked the question. But
I'm gonna be honest though, people who got the best milkshakes probably like Steak and Shake and DQ and Dixie Queen. But that's, you know, if you a native of Memphis, you know about Dixie Queen.
Yeah.
But shit. But nah. But if McDonald's ever decides to sponsor us, I do retract my statement.
You get mad. Yeah, man. Hey,
I don't think you got to worry about that.
You said you ain't got to worry about that.
I highly doubt it. They're definitely not going to now.
I'm not going to eat it.
If they do, somebody's going to pull this shit back up one day. Remember that time that Augusta said that yeah, that's you. Good job. You just ruined it for all of us. You jerk.
Hey.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, you lie. Now let's go to Burger King. You lie. Let's go to Burger King.
I kind of like it.
Hey.
All right. Well, we're going to celebrate some black businesses, people who doing good and, you know, striving. Want to shout out to Mr. Patrick McCoy with Fat Pats. If you're here in Tennessee area, he does good food. And then, you know, depending on where you're at, he can deliver it to you. He right now, I think he's in the Smyrna area. So if you listening, go check him out. He got some good food. You can find him on Instagram. Again, that's Fat Pats, Fat_Pats. You can check him out. Again, if y'all need anything in the Nashville or Memphis area put up, you can contact Mr. Wanye Smith, and that's at Put It Together Company. You know, if you got a bed dresser, TV mount, whatever you need to put up or fix that you don't feel like doing, he the man for the job. So again, reach out to Mr. Wanye Smith. Ladies, men, if you got hair you're trying to grow or skincare, y'all can always reach out to Miss Jasmine Youngblood with I Am Natural Care. You know, so if you need some hair crack for your hair all dried and flaky, you can reach out to her. And to the recommendations, Again, y'all always listen. Shout out to the Three Bearded Kings. One of our brothers, Tyler, he won third of the Three Bearded Kings podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go check them out. Also, check out Miss Calie Rae. She just celebrated her birthday. Happy birthday to her. Uh, Beautiful young black lady speaking her truth. Y'all go check out Stop the Madness with Calie Rae. Again, y'all go shout out and support Conan Hercules, the Black Cloud Project. And other recommendations, if you ain't watched the Chappelle Show, I don't know why you ain't watched it, but go watch it, stream it. I don't know if Chappelle Show on Netflix anymore, but you can either watch it on YouTube or buy it from Vudu.
You're not cultured if you don't watch it. I almost say you're not black, but
I don't know. I don't know where you've been at the last 20 years if you ain't watched it.
You're not cultured if you have not watched the show.
Facts. And also
cultured swine.
And also, fellas, ladies, another person, a dope person y'all can check out on YouTube is Miss Danica Marie Dope Discussion on YouTube. She's again protecting black women and shouting out black women. She's a black lady that gives great advice to men and women from both sides, just about dating and stuff. Since we ain't really got to worry about that, since we are married, we just got to worry that she don't want half. But everybody else, go check her out. She got dope content. That's my recommendations for the week. Brothers, what y'all got?
Use common sense. Everybody, please use common sense. Go out, like the very beginning of this podcast, go out and vote. Go out and vote, please. Please go out and vote. And people just think for yourself. Use common sense. Support as many people as you can right now and in the future. You don't know what will happen from that support. So it's gonna be positive.
Screw y'all. I hate all y'all. Oh, my bad. Hey, what's going on? But I mean, I don't really have a recommendation necessarily. Just like besides, I think last time I said vote, but if I didn't, you should definitely vote. And if I didn't, or if I did, I'm gonna say it again. Go ahead and vote. I mean, let's make a difference this year. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't want to vote, but do y'all thing. Yep. All I'm saying is we need to.
And also,
I'm not saying Trump is a bad president, but I'm definitely saying he's not good.
Facts. And also, we still supporting the family of Breonna Taylor. We still seeking justice for her because, again, she's another black lady that was a black young woman that was doing, she was helping. She was, first responder, frontline person for the coronavirus, and she lost her life, unfortunately, due to the carelessness of the police. So, again, justice for Breonna Taylor. We still on that, even though she might not be trending. She's a black woman that, deserves justice. But this is the episode dedicated to the sisters, the black women, the women in our lives that we love and know. We know we was talking some shit at some point, but, we love y'all and we appreciate y'all. And,
I was only talking about the WAP. That's all I was talking about. I support all of y'all. No violence, nothing. I was just talking about the WAP because I'm sorry from last time. That was funny. And who this happened to after that video is the only funny part. That's the only thing that's funny about it. But yeah. No violence.
You pretty much saying that you the asshole that put that them two connections in. So you the asshole who did that.
Yeah. I am. Huh?
All right, y'all. Well, again, thank everybody for tuning in. This is another episode. If we can't be honest, let's be fucking real podcast, and we out.